Murray Hall lived as a man for decades without his gender expression being questioned. But after his death in January 1901, his doctor learned that Hall physically presented as female, which eventually leaked to the press and made sensationalized international news. Today, Hall's story would be considered an early instance of a transmasculine person in New York City, though certainly not the one and only example. Hall allegedly was born in Scotland around 1840 and began presenting as a male when he was a teenager. He fled to America in 1870, and his first wife became jealous over his roving eye and reported him to the police. In 1872, Hall married his second wife, and they lived in Greenwich Village, with his last residence being an upper-story apartment in this row house on 6th Avenue and 10th Street. He worked as a bail bondsman half a block away at the Jefferson Market Police Court, which you might recognize today as the iconic Jefferson Market Library. Hall was also an influential member of Tammany Hall, a powerful political organization in New York City at the time. At just 4 foot 7 inches tall, he developed an outsized reputation for himself. According to the Evening World, every politician on the Lower West Side knew him as a good fellow who liked to buy drinks for his friends of either sex, who was willing to fight even if he weighed but 150 pounds. His voice was deep and his walk and actions masculine, though his face was devoid of whiskers. Hall was buried in an unmarked grave in Mount Olivet Cemetery in Queens. A few years ago, I found his gravesite after requesting his ledger card, and while it's rather sad that he doesn't have a tombstone, I feel more connected to him when I walk past his Greenwich Village apartment.